Welcome to the Video Wizards podcast. I'm ready.
The one and only legendary pit fighter that we spoke about briefly before on episode 2.
Sorry, I thought it was Peter Packrat too. Have I got the notes wrong? Come on.
Yeah, definitely. It's pit fighter. Definitely not Peter Packrat. How come there is no Peter Packrat too?
I mean, that's the real question,
yeah,
eh?
Sure. So pit fighter. The lead designer on this was Gary Stark, and he expressly set about to do something about Atari Games' kid-friendly image in the arcade. He wanted to make something more edgy, something more mature. And he was very much inspired by the works of Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
AWOL has some striking similarities with Pit Fighter.
AWOL's the one, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah.
But he, according to him, he was first and foremost inspired by Bloodsport, and even Pit Fighter during its development time went by the development name Bloodsport for quite a while. Yeah.
Yeah, it's there's you look at like culturally what was happening at the time and what was popular in kind of the kind of same sphere that this is kind of operating in. If you look at the three characters you can pick here, right? You can pick a pro wrestler. Well, what have we seen? Pro wrestling's massive, biggest that it's kind of ever been. You can pick a kickboxer who's clearly in Thai or TY or whatever people call him, who's clearly modelled on Jean-Claude Van Damme. And then at this point, still martial arts wise, everybody loves ninja films. There's been so many
Karate.
kind of the American ninja films. Exactly, yeah, there's loads of them. And then you've got like Kato's kind of a ninjutsu kind of guy. So already what they've done a great job of in profiling this is they've gone, right then, combat sports at the moment, what's the martial arts and combat sports kind of zeitgeist? What's popular at the moment? And they've gone, right, ninjas, kickboxers, pro wrestlers, right, do them three. And straight away, that's striking for me. Like of that, that's why this, when I immediately think of this time with this game, not just because of how it looks and because of how it plays and because the mechanics of it all, because centrally those characters represent the dominant cultural combat themes of the time.
Very good observation, definitely. And then the thing that really sets this game apart, of course, are the digitized graphics. And digitized graphics were done before. There was a arcade game based on Journey, like in the earlier 80s. And that had small digitized representations of the band members. Of course, Narc had some digitized graphics as well, but Pit Fighter had massive digitized sprites, like really big.
Yeah.
And you couldn't, if you look at the screen, you couldn't just sort of get around the fact like how lifelike at that time the characters in this game looked.
It looked real.
Exactly.
You've got to think like you're what, 14, I'm 10. Like this is to paraphrase what the UFC the motto has been for the past 25 to 20 odd years. This is as real as it gets. Like this feels like a gritty kind of violent kind of fighting environment. And